Most people spend years trying to reinvent the path to success. They look for secret formulas, perfect routines, and shortcuts that promise a breakthrough. But sometimes the smartest thing we can do is simpler. Listen closely to people who already achieved what we're trying to achieve. Because when someone has built something extraordinary, their mindset, their habits, and the way they make decisions under pressure are worth paying attention to. And whether you love social media or you avoid it completely, it's hard to ignore what Mark Zuckerberg built. He started with a small idea while he was a college student at Harvard, not a massive business plan, not a polished brand, just a simple product that helped people connect. In a tiny dorm room, he launched the earliest version of Facebook, and almost overnight it spread from one campus to another. Over time, that dorm room project became one of the most influential technology companies on the planet, shaping how billions of people communicate, share information, build communities, and even see the world. So, what can we learn from Zuckerberg's approach to success? One of the clearest lessons is that you should focus on building things that matter. Again and again, Zuckerberg comes back to the same idea. Don't start by chasing the label of entrepreneur. Start by solving a real problem. Start with something you genuinely care about, something you wish existed in the world, and build from there. That kind of motivation lasts longer than hype, and it gives you something to hold on to when things get hard. Because they will get hard, and if your only fuel is ego or money, you won't have enough in the tank to push through the ugly parts. This connects to another major lesson: mission over money. Zuckerberg has said it plainly: we don't build services to make money, we make money to build better services. That's a different mindset than the one most people are taught. Most people are trained to ask, how do I monetize this first? Zuckerberg's approach is closer to, how do I make something so valuable, so useful, so meaningful that people can't imagine life without it? Money becomes fuel, not the finish line. Now, to be clear, mission doesn't mean you ignore reality. It means you use reality to keep the mission alive. The long-term game is building something with impact, and impact requires endurance. That brings us to risk. Zuckerberg is known for a quote that cuts through the fear most people carry: the biggest risk you can take is not taking any risk. He frames it in a way that feels almost unavoidable. In a world that changes quickly, playing it safe can quietly become the most dangerous strategy because it guarantees you'll fall behind while the world moves on without you. But here's the nuance that matters for your own life. Taking risks doesn't mean being reckless. It means being willing to move before you have perfect certainty. It means not waiting for permission. It means understanding that growth has a cost, and the cost is discomfort. Zuckerberg took risks early when the downside was smaller and the upside was massive. When you're young, you often have fewer responsibilities, fewer people depending on you, and more time to recover if something fails. That's not an argument to rush your life, it's an argument to respect your seasons. There's a window in life where experimentation is cheaper. If you're in that window right now, use it. Another core idea in Zuckerberg's success story is speed, specifically the willingness to move fast and learn from mistakes. Facebook's early culture was shaped by rapid iteration. The phrase "move fast and break things" became a symbol of that mindset, not because breaking things is the goal, but because learning is the goal, and learning requires action. In the early stages, you don't learn by thinking, you learn by building, testing, listening, fixing, and improving. There's a powerful lesson here for anyone chasing success. Perfection is often just fear wearing a nicer outfit. If you're always polishing, always preparing, always not quite ready, you may be protecting yourself from criticism, but you're also delaying progress. Zuckerberg's pattern is to ship, learn, and adjust. And when mistakes happen, he treats them like part of the process, not proof that the mission was wrong. He has talked about how dangerous the myth of the single eureka moment can be, the idea that brilliant people wake up with a perfect vision and then execute it flawlessly. In reality, ideas become clear by working on them. Clarity is earned through repetition. Now let's talk about people, because no one builds anything meaningful alone. One of the most practical pieces of Zuckerberg's advice is about surrounding yourself with talented people, people who raise your standards. He has explained that he doesn't obsess over whether someone has done the exact job before. He looks for raw talent, strong problem-solving ability, and the capacity to grow. And once those people are in the room, he emphasizes giving them real opportunities, because talented people don't want to be micromanaged, they want to build. This is a success principle that applies whether you're building a company, building a career, or building a new version of yourself. Your environment shapes you. The people you talk to regularly become your reference point for what's normal. If you surround yourself with people who constantly complain, you'll start calling it realism. If you surround yourself with people who are curious, disciplined, and ambitious, their energy will stretch your identity. But even with the right people, the right mission, and the courage to take risks, one more ingredient is essential: staying focused on long-term impact. Zuckerberg's story includes moments when the easy choice would have been to sell, take the win, and walk away. But part of what made Facebook become Facebook was the refusal to settle for a quick payoff when there was a bigger vision ahead. In interviews, he describes moments when big offers created tension, when people disagreed, when leadership felt lonely. That's real life, and it's often the part of the journey nobody talks about. Long-term focus means you don't just ask, what gets me attention right now? You ask, what would still matter in 5 years, in 10 years? It means you keep building when the applause fades, when the novelty wears off, and when the grind becomes ordinary. So if you're watching this and you're chasing success, whatever success means for you, take this with you. Build things that matter. Don't start with ego, start with value. Take smart risks early while the cost of failure is lower and the freedom to experiment is higher. Move fast enough to learn, and don't let perfection slow your growth. Put mission above money, because money can motivate you for a month, but a mission can carry you for a decade. Choose talented people and become the kind of person worthy of working with them. And stay focused on impact that lasts, not wins that fade. Because success usually isn't about luck or hype. It's about courage, persistence, and believing in your mission, even when the results aren't visible yet. If this helped you, subscribe to the channel for more calm, practical success lessons. Like the video so it reaches more people who need it, and write in the comments one piece of advice you would give to someone else who's chasing success, because your words might be exactly what someone needs to hear today.